kick it. Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask?
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Watson, off play action. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Flush to his right. And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Trubisky on 1st down. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Patriot 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. James White's first carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He hits one, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
The ball carrier.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. We'll call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Trubisky to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Ross Blacklock Drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Down and goal.
So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Patriots nothing. Steven Gostkowski for the Patriot field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Trubisky to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggan who picks it. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the one.
Short of the goal line.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try again with Bell. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Patriots 10, Texans 7. Stephen Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Watson. Going up top. They got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Norton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down throw, Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner. I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Justin Reed. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Running out of the wild.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was killed also by the defense.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
He was brought down by...
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Trubisky. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Stephen Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Trubisky will throw. This is White on the screen. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. White. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the score. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Patriots add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Gostkowski for the point after. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Patriots 20, Texans 7. Stephen Gostkowski.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. You just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 2.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run with a big man, Campbell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Try to lay one up deep. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
At the 43.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And the slant complete to Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. First down, here's White. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Trubisky. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, New England.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He's starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Trubisky. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
That takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, Michelle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Then with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run it with Bell. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here. Here's Trubisky. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Texans 7. Stephen Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
2-yard line.
Throwing again is Watson. It is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll take it at the 42. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Patriots take over.
46-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 44-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st down, it's Campbell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Watson now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson buying time to his left. This will be caught at about tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Today's final score.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for New England, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.